All right, so there's this guy on the internet named Clay Travis. And Clay Travis had a prediction about what would happen here soon when it came to Donald Trump. We'll get in the fan art section, then we'll show what happened with Clay Travis. But first bit of fan art here is from Riddle of Lightning. This is me getting sandwiched between two cars. Because I got sandwiched between two cars, and it almost broke my leg. That was months ago at this point, though. Also, there's this lovely picture of me trying to cast Soul Ring in Magic the Gathering. I just wanted to cast Soul Ring turn 1. I just wanted to cast Soul Ring, guys. It didn't work, though. It got taken away from me. Violence happened to me as a result of trying to cast Soul Ring. Thank you, Riddle, and thank you anybody who tries to submit fan art on the Discord. If you want your fan art to be shown in a future video, the best way to do so is to drop it in the fan art section of the Discord. So let's first go over Clay Travis's prediction that he made, and then we'll go over a little bit of what happened afterwards. So first of all,
what an absolute fucking beast of a guy to have an assassination attempt like this in Pennsylvania. Immediately react to let everybody else know by pumping your fist that you're okay, waving. I've never seen anything like it. This is fucking unacceptable. If you watch Outkick or if you listen to Clay and Buck, I have been saying, I just said that with his lead right now, it was inevitable that some left-wing lunatic was going to try to take him out. It's unfucking acceptable that this could happen in the United States, that we could have a situation where all these fucking left-wing lunatics who have tried to call him Hitler for the past 8 years, this is what you caused.
Isn't it funny that it was a Republican that did it? Isn't that super funny? Isn't it just hilarious that a Republican was the one who shot him, not a left-wing lunatic, unless we're starting to say Republicans are left-wing now.
I fucking hate all of you. I hope you own it. God bless President Trump and everyone out there who believes in the United States of fucking America. What an unbelievable moment. But I hope all of these lunatics think about what they have fucking caused. They tried to kill Kavanaugh. Now they've tried to kill Trump. I'm fucking over it. This is ridiculous. God bless America. God bless President Trump. Prayers up for everybody. Thank you to the Secret Service who got there.
Prayers up for everyone, like that's gonna do anything.
Rapidly and help to protect him, but this should never fucking happen. It's been 2 generations since somebody tried to kill Reagan. I hoped I would never see it in my life. Prayers up for President Trump. And if you don't know how you're fucking gonna vote, you better know now. Landslide, Trump wins 2024. Keep him motherfucking safe. That's it.
He's got to tell this camera person to cut it because, you know, he's got to do that. So his prediction was that a left-wing lunatic was going to do it, and then a right-wing lunatic did it. I feel like that's a bit interesting, isn't it? It's a bit strange. It was a left-wing lunatic in his brain, and the left wing has to own it. We don't have to own anything. It wasn't our guy that went and fucking did it. It wasn't our guy at all. So, it's also interesting to me that Clay Travis had a very, very specific way of responding to shooters before the shooting of President Trump. Let's go ahead and take a look at what happened here. The crazy transgender killer bought 7 guns, somehow hiding them from her parents in the house. Despite receiving treatment for mental health issues, police said if they'd been aware of this fact, they could have seized her weapons. But the parents didn't know she had this many guns and didn't inform police. Infuriating. Aren't these the same people that say that it's not as easy as we think to buy guns? Boy, howdy, it's weird when reality kicks them in the teeth. Here's the body cam footage of the hero cops taking out the trans school shooter. But given how often police cam footage is used to criticize officers, I think it's worth sharing their bravery too. Some questions would be asked about the trans killer if we had a truly honest media. 1. Was she on transgender medication? God, look at how often he focuses so hard on that. This will come up later. If so, does that medication increase prevalence for violent acts? Ah, yes, I forgot that taking estradiol was going to cause you to go on a rampage with a gun. Has anyone studied this connection at all? If not, why not? Why would we study a connection that doesn't fucking exist, you absolute psychopath? 4. Which doctors, if any, were treating her? Ah, yes, so that you can do what to them? 5. Have we studied how trans medication might interact with other medications she's been on? Yes, we have. For decades. You're the one who's ramming your head into the ground like an ostrich, pretending all this actual research hasn't already been done. Again, these are all basic questions honest journalists would ask, given there appears to have been no violent behavior in this woman past up to this point. What changed? No, those are not honest questions that would be asked by honest journalists. No, what that is your attempt to do the I'm just asking questions things in such a way that it leads people to a response. Every one of those questions is loaded in such a way that it leads somebody down a trail for a very particular position. You've basically floated the idea that being trans causes somebody to be violent. Merely being trans causes somebody to be violent. And as a result of that, by creating that narrative, you've done it not by saying this is what you truly believe, even though it is, but by obfuscating it behind just asking questions-isms. So who is Clay Travis? What is his Outkick news platform? Well, it is a borderline right-wing extremist platform with a very mixed rate of factual reporting. Man, that's so funny. That's so weird. That's so strange and quirky. It's so strange and quirky that a person with a very mixed record of factual reporting and a history of right-wing extremist rhetoric would run a website based on a mixed rate of factual reporting giving borderline right-wing extremist rhetoric to people. That's so weird and quirky. That's so strange. But don't worry, we should definitely give a flying fuck what this person thinks. Thank you for the hydrate, M. Differs. But that is not all. I said that how they responded to the trans shooter would come up later. And here it is. One request to all of you, don't spread the name or image of the killer of an innocent Trump supporter and the attempted assassination of Trump. He did this to become famous. Don't reward him. He's a corpse. You can't reward a corpse. You literally can't reward a corpse. That's it. He's dead. He's done. He's gone. Where's he going to get his reward? While burning in hell? What the fuck is he supposed to get rewarded for? He's dead. He should die an unknown. Data reflects that one of the primary motives of mass shooters is fame. They crave the infamy. It drives them and encourages copycats. Make the victims famous, share their stories, not his. Well, we already talked about the story of the person he shot. He'll get over it. The Japanese did. That's what he said to victims of bombings in Gaza. So I'm not bringing anything that the victim of that shooting didn't already bring in to that particular conversation. That said, it's really funny how much he wants to elevate the victim stories when it's a Trump supporter getting killed as his favorite person on the internet gets shot. But he wants to elevate everything in the reporting constantly to a psychopathic point when he's talking about a possible trans mass shooter. Nothing about elevating the victims there. Everything about the trans person. You see, when it's trans, it's bad, but when it's my guy doing the shooting, oh, don't talk about him, don't elevate him at all. Just, what the fuck? More statements that he had during the Nashville shooting. It's now been 46 days since the murder of 6 innocent Christians in Nashville, and we still haven't had the transgender shooter's manifesto released. Unacceptable. If a right-wing Trump supporter had been the shooter, it would have been released within 48 hours, and you all know it. Well, a right-winger did the shooting on Trump, and I have yet to see their manifesto. I have yet to see anything besides the conversations that the people that they went to school with had about them. So that's a fucking lie. Also, Clay Travis sitting here talking about how much he desperately needs the manifesto. Do you know what comes with the manifesto, Travis? The name of the shooter. You know that thing you're not supposed to spread around because it makes them famous? You know the manifesto makes them even more famous too, right? You know people will read the manifesto and do copycat things, right? You said data supports this. Isn't it so weird that when it's a Trump assassination, don't reveal any of the information, don't reveal any of it, but when we can pin it on the transes, that's all it needs to be. We get to freak out about it forever. Didn't expect much from a guy inheriting Limbaugh's microphone, and I'm still disappointed. Yep. It's so weird to me. It's so weird to me. He was at least mildly consistent saying, I don't name mass shooters, but the 28-year-old school shooter was a transgender domestic terrorist. She showed up at a Nashville religious elementary school and murdered 6 innocent people in cold blood this morning. Without a heroic police response, she would have killed far more. But again, you're constantly going against those exact words when you freak out about them needing to publish the manifesto. They need to publish the manifesto. It's so important that they publish the manifesto. Because that would come with the fucking name. That's where you get to do the whole, I didn't name them, but these other people, they named them. It confuses me. Wow, I need to... All right. That has fallen so many times since moving to doing more flesh cam streams. I need to find a better way to mount that camera. I need to find a better way to mount that camera. Seriously, duct tape for the camera? Camera Chan is done with this, apparently. If you needed to know anything about who this person is, they're the type of person that likes to wax lyrical about not naming, and then simultaneously doing all the things that would inevitably lead to the naming of someone in these situations. These people lack all kinds of critical thinking skills. It's kind of insane to me. But what do you think? Let me know in the comments section below. This is a strange strategy. I'm just going to throw that out there. Let me know what you think in the comments section below. I think Clay Travis is an idiot. Insert end of video tagline here. Hey, I just quickly want to give a thank you to all of my wonderful patrons who keep this show running. YouTube and Twitch are a pretty bumpy ride at the best of times, and the stability a Patreon provides me is worth more than I can say here. I'd also like to thank each and every one of my $20 and up patrons here, and they would be Red Joker, Britzkrieg, Cameron, Dren, Jemshin, Smiling DM, Poundini, Mabbity Babbity, Naomi, Isaac, Agamotto, Jordan, Ravi, Giuni, Kiratorian, Prisma, all of you, Sagitt, I'm not saying that part, and Starlight. And finally, thank you to everyone else that helps keep this channel alive. While you're here, why not check out another video? And thank you for watching.